A trailblazer is a leader. She's someone who's willing to forge new paths and leave a trail that others might follow. Since Lane Gorman Trubitt initiated the Texas Trailblazer Award in 1996, 65 of the most notable, dedicated, and inspirational women in the Metroplex have been nominated. They are entrepreneurs, volunteers, journalists, educators, politicians, and leaders in business, the performing arts, and in our communities. LGT's managing partner, Wanda Lorenz, describes what it means to be a trailblazer.
I think a trailblazer, at least in our case, is a woman that has accomplished something extraordinary on behalf of women, either in business or in caring for other people, helping other women. Just someone that has been outstanding in the efforts that she's put forth.
The first recipient of the Texas Trailblazer Award was a woman by the name of Louise Ragia, a legendary attorney most noted for her instrumental role in the passing of the Marital Property Act of 1967. This law allowed Texas women to buy and sell property, obtain bank loans, and own a business without a husband's signature. Louise is truly a trailblazer, and in her acceptance speech, she gave us her own definition.
A trailblazer? That's interesting. I thought a trailblazer was somebody that stood on a mountaintop and looked around and said, "We go that way." And when I was before the legislature, I thought I was in a swamp.
The 1997 recipient, Ebby Halliday Akers, blazed trails by helping establish the residential real estate industry in North Texas. She is chairman of the board of Ebby Halliday Realtors, one of the largest privately owned residential real estate companies in the world. Like Ebby Halliday, the 1998 winner was born in Arkansas and eventually moved to Dallas, where she found success as an entrepreneur. This year's Texas Trailblazer Award recipient is Norma Lee Beasley. Hers is a rags-to-riches story of determination and motivation.
I think that was just inbred in me that I would have my own business, and I always dreamed of having my own business. And I dreamed of course, when you're poor, you dream of wealth and being comfortable. And but having grown up in business, I think I understood that it's necessary to please your clients. It's not they don't please you, you please them.
Her string of Safeco land title companies ranks her among the most successful women entrepreneurs in the country. Along the way, she has opened the doors of opportunity for hundreds of women. And it all began with an Arkansas farm girl's dream of becoming a lawyer.
I was milking the cow, and this cow tail was full of cuckaburrs, and it was wet. Water was running off of her, dripping on me. And of course, I had not cleaned up for school, and the flies were particularly bad. That's before we had the spray. And she kicked at a fly and hit the bucket and knocked the milk all over me, and I fell back. And my favorite story is in you know what. I had to completely bathe and wash my hair and get ready for school. And my ninth grade teacher always picked me up in the morning. It was 2.5 miles to school. And he had to wait on me that morning. And I explained to him what happened. And when we got to class, ninth grade class, civics class, he asked us all what we wanted to do. And I had just been reading about attorneys make great legislators and senators, and I decided right then and there that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to become an attorney because that was the furthest I could think of away from that farm.
Norma held on to that dream. At 16, she entered the University of Arkansas, and after graduation, she headed for law school. By 21, she was the youngest licensed attorney in the state. But it was the 1950s, and she soon discovered that finding work as a woman attorney would not be easy.
I started looking for a job with the oil companies and the law firms, and there was none to be had. They were interested in talking to a woman, and it didn't make any difference that I'd had the dean's recommendation and years' experience.
Determined to begin her career in law, Norma worked temporary assignments for title companies.
One of my jobs was relieving the receptionist when she went to lunch. I also file files. I learned the title business from the ground up.
She eventually worked her way up to head the legal department, but left when the company refused to pay her a salary comparable to her male counterparts. It wasn't long, though, before Norma was offered a position with Fidelity Title Company, and she quickly moved up the ladder, from general counsel to executive vice president, and by age 33, she was running the company.
I used to spray my hair so it would look gray, back when they had the gray spray.
Did that work?
I don't think it told them I was any older. Maybe it made me look a little more mature. Then about 40, I woke up and decided I was a little too mature and started trying to go the other way.
It was while running Fidelity Title that she decided to pursue another dream, owning a string of title companies. Along with an accountant at the company, Imogene Walker, and an abstractor by the name of Oscar Jones, she began to pursue that dream. Her success along the way has not gone unnoticed. News articles about Norma Beasley abound, from the Dallas Morning News to the Dallas Business Journal, even the Today Show, where she was profiled in 1984 for her achievements as an entrepreneur.
Now that you have so much, why don't you relax and enjoy?
Well, I try, but it's there's something about it. You're just oriented to work, and I love working.
Throughout her career, Norma has seen the value of giving back to the Dallas-Fort Worth community and to her employees. In 1968, she set up the real estate department at El Centro College and taught there 3 nights a week for 5 years. She later did the same for Eastfield College.
You have to become involved in the community, involved with the people that you do business with, and be in a position to help them, be willing to help.
She's also made it a point to open the doors of opportunity for women at Safeco Land Title.
My organization have been heavily comprised of women, and still are today. Now, that's not to say that I don't have gentlemen in major areas of the company, but in the closing department, women love detail, and they love helping people, and they just have a personality that is detailed and accurate that we need in the title business.
Norma's advice for women today? Be willing to do whatever needs to be done. Learning from the ground up, she says, can be the best experience of all. Lane Gorman Trubitt, along with the Dallas Business Journal and KTVT Channel 11, congratulate Norma Lee Beasley, the 1998 recipient for the Texas Trailblazer Award.